The Miracle Worker by William Gibson. The story of Helen Keller, who lost both her hearing and her sight as the result of a childhood illness, and her teacher, Annie Sullivan. Their relationship lasted for many years until Annie's death, moving from a student-teacher relationship to a lifelong companion. I chose this analysis because of the inspiring story that's captured in the play. Theater is a powerful medium because the cast can interact with the audience, and the audience inspires the cast to give a great performance. Everyone, regardless of their age, their gender, their race, their color, their religion, comes together. Film and music and literature are all important forms of art, but theater unites us. Theater was also my choice because I have a family which includes two amazing teenagers and one amazing daughter just past that threshold. Needless to say, there's plenty of drama in our home. All three of my children have harnessed their dramatic tendencies and have participated in school plays and musicals, as well as church plays. These are excellent avenues for them to hone their skills and an appropriate place for drama to stay. Christ's kingship is revealed in our living biblically aesthetic lives. It requires us to be open and sensitive to imagination, playfulness, nuance, and symbolism. We learned from our studies in this class that sharing a memory with a loved one is an aesthetic experience. Through this play, our family found this to be quite true. Annie Sullivan was played by my own precious daughter, Mallory. She did an excellent job, in my completely unbiased opinion. We also learned from Mr. Copeland that Christ's kingship is revealed in the work of Christian artists. In obedience to Scripture, God has given each of you a gift from His variety of spiritual gifts. Use them well to serve one another. Although I personally did not participate in the play, the aesthetic value of watching my daughter perform, prepare, come home bruised from giving everything to the performance, memorize an entire script in an Irish brogue completely unnatural to her, was evidence of the power of hard work and perseverance. Assuming artistic integrity, art glorifies God and reflects His sovereignty just by being art. My daughter is a Christian, and her excellence gave honor to God without her using words. Moving on to my worldview analysis. What is the nature of the world? The nature of the world in this play is complete chaos, a family that is completely out of control. They have allowed their pity for Helen in her blind and deaf prison to affect their actions and have spoiled her beyond measure. She rules their home with her tantrums. What is wrong with the world? There is a lot of pain and confusion in the world of this play. The Keller family is helpless as they watch Helen struggle. And there is also Annie's painful memories of the loss of her brother and the loss of her mother at a young age and being abandoned by her father because he didn't think he could take care of her and her younger brother. What is the remedy for the world? The remedy is hope and love. In spite of a seemingly hopeless situation, Annie's perseverance and determination brings a beautiful transformation. Where are things headed in the future? There are unending possibilities for Helen now that her world has been opened. Words and language have unlocked the prison doors. Let's move on to the aesthetic elements. The subject of the play is words, language, communication, the teacher-student relationship, and teachers reaching out to change, motivate, and inspire their students. The content is love and determination and not giving up just because something is difficult. The source is based on a true story. As I've stated, this is the story of Helen and her teacher, Annie. The play was written by William Gibson and it was adapted from his television program with that same title. The function is to inform and inspire. The medium was theater at a high school. You might expect less than perfection from a high school performance, but this amazing play with its beautiful set was directed by Michael Roselle, who expects nothing but the best from his students. It was an excellent presentation by all accounts and not just from this proud mom. The elements were a familiar story, a beautiful set, actors and actresses that were near and dear to my heart, and an excellent director. The organization was opening with a heartbreak of a mother who realized the severity of her daughter's illness, closes with the mother's joy at the breakthrough in communication. It was a 3-act play, high school set, excellent, beautiful done, spellbound audience, intense emotions, especially from the mom. And the style was a realistic play, realistic acting, and drama. My evaluation? Excellence. Nothing but excellence. Common grace that we saw here represented in this play was love, hard work, and a skillful teacher. The antithesis was that the family depended on each other and themselves and did not depend on God. The perfunctory prayers for dinner that we saw showed little evidence of a relationship with their Creator. The miracle was also attributed to Annie's hard work and not really any help from God, although I do believe that without His help, we are nothing. Now, moving on to my thoughts. My first thought when I saw this assignment was panic, terror, moving on to crippling fear, but mildly crippling fear, and then I finally got to the point where I said, I can do this. But the next question was, where's my kids? I'm going to need their help. I finally got to the point where I knew I could do it. I learned that I can do everything through Christ who gives me strength. Special thanks to my family team of editors and support. They were all here for me, and without them, I would still be struggling to get this, my very first PowerPoint presentation, accomplished. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and thanks for all your support throughout this class. Have a blessed week.